How's it going, everybody? Sick Eric back again with another video, and today we're going to be going over my thoughts and / review of the LG Velvet. Yes, this little phone right here, well, not little phone, but this is a really beautiful looking device, like one of LG's best looking phones to date by far. Really excellent, beautiful device. So I'm going to be going over my thoughts on it / sort of little review on it, and going to be going over some of the little specs. Not too much details into the specs, but just what I think of using this. I've been using this phone for about 2 weeks now, I think, since it came out, and I have been liking it for the most part, but we're going to jump down into it, and there are some things that I don't like about it, but really not much. It's just going over my thoughts of the LG Velvet. So don't go anywhere, stick around. All right, so first and foremost is going to be the build quality of the LG Velvet. This thing feels like $1,000 smartphone. Like, it's not cheap. It doesn't feel cheap whatsoever. There's no plastic back, you know, it's not a plastic frame. This feels like $1,000 smartphone. It's got premium Gorilla Glass on the front and on the back. You got the aluminum frame going around it. Just really beautiful looking design on this. You got the curved edges on there as well. Really nice thin feel to the hand. This thing feels excellent. That water drop camera on there just looks really nice. This is a nice refreshing look for LG to come out with something new on the LG Velvet. It's really nice. You got your Google Assistant button on the side right here, so no Bixby or any of that crap. Google Assistant, IP68 water and dust resistant as well. So build quality on here is really excellent. One of LG's finest built phones. It just looks really nice. I had somebody the other day, hey, stop scratching me here and trying to scratch me and get some attention. Everybody meet Scully. This is Scully. All right, go over there, stop bugging me. So yeah, really excellent build. You will not be disappointed on how this phone feels and looks. I had somebody the other day ask me what kind of phone that was, and I told them LG Velvet. They had no idea what the hell I was talking about, but really nice. The display, you get a 6.8 inch OLED Full Vision Plus display, resolution of 2460 by 1080, and you do get a 60 Hz refresh rate, not a 90 Hz or 100 or anything like that, but that's all right. I would have preferred a 60 Hz refresh rate, a 90 Hz refresh rate instead of a 60. You do get an always on display as well. You guys can see that right there, so that's really nice. It is customizable, whole bunch of different clocks, digital, analog, etc. Pictures, you could put anything on your always on display. It's really nice. It is curved, and you do get really excellent colors on there. Really bright, beautiful display. Even though it's 1080p, it's really nice and beautiful. It does support the dual screen support apparently, but it's not sold by T-Mobile. This is the T-Mobile variant, by the way. It's not sold by T-Mobile. You could probably buy it on LG for about $199. It has all the apps on there for it, so I'm assuming it's supported, but a really gorgeous panel. It's really nice. You will not be disappointed. One of the best panels out there. LG really does not disappoint with their displays. Performance on here, you get your MediaTek Dimensity 1000C chip, which is a little bit different than the Snapdragon 765. I would have preferred the 765 over the Dimensity. 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of internal storage, which is expandable by micro SD card. Feels snappy as hell. No issues whatsoever as far as lag or anything. It feels just like a 765 chipset, but maybe a little bit of differences. We'll talk about them a little later. Really nice. No really big issues with lag or anything. Videos on here look great, at least on YouTube. I don't know if it's that whole AV1 codecs that the MediaTek chipset has, but YouTube videos look like they're live TV. They just look really good. It says it supports Netflix, but I went to Netflix and it didn't really look too good on there. And that is if the videos load. We'll jump into that in a little bit. But once videos load on here, they look excellent on the LG Velvet, especially on YouTube. It looks like you're watching live TV. Everything just so bright and crisp and clear. It just looks really, really nice on the LG Velvet. Signal on here has been a little bit iffy. The signal seems to be low, you know, especially if I have 5G and 4G, it seems to switch and then sometimes it won't connect. When it's on 4G, I have to turn off data and then turn it back on. Depending on where I'm at, it's kind of annoying. Wi-Fi on here seems a bit weak as well. So if I'm at home trying to watch a video on here, sometimes it'll take a while to load YouTube or something and it just won't load. I end up turning off Wi-Fi just so I could go back to the LTE and do something or watch something. It's very annoying. I've reset network settings on here, check my Wi-Fi router. Very, very annoying, just throwing that out there. But yeah, signal seems to be weak on here. 5G, when it's working, it works great and it's fast, only when it's working. Security goes, you get your in-display fingerprint sensor on there and it is really, really fast and secure. It seems to be a little bit faster than the LG V60. No facial recognition, which is kind of a bummer. I would have preferred face unlock. You do also get, you know, your option for a pin as well to type on there, and then of course, you know, your swiping stuff and your patterns and knock and shit like that. But no facial recognition on here. I would have preferred that on the LG Velvet. But the fingerprint sensor is fast and it is your only form of, I guess, biometrics on here. 4,000 milliamp hour battery, 25 watt fast charging and wireless charging on here as well. I would have preferred the Snapdragon version because that has the 4,300 milliamp hour battery, so it seems to be a little bit better. Battery life on here has been okay. It's not the greatest in the world. I was expecting a little bit more, but going through an 8-hour day at work with just listening to music all night and things like that, texting, Snapchatting, etc. I leave work with about 40% and that's all right. I mean, usually with other phones, I'll leave work still about 50 or 60 or 50%. And battery life is okay. And keep in mind, that's what turning off 5G. 5G drains the hell out of this phone for some reason. So I really don't have 5G at work too often or at home, so I just turn it off. I know that defies the whole purpose of having a 5G phone, but what can you do? I mean, it saves battery and fuck it. Other little perks that this does have is a headphone jack. It does have a headphone jack, so that's really, really nice. You do get LG's 3D sound engine on here, so that's really, really good. You have different options for cinema, movie, music, voice, and things like that. So really, really nice immersive sound on here for LG's 3D sound engine, and it does sound pretty good. Unfortunately, there is no quad DAC on here. They left that for the V60. There is no option for the quad DAC on here. You do also get a nice equalizer mode on here for all your settings as well. Audio sounds on here, for the most part, it sounds really, really good when it's working. But I've had issues with, I guess, if I'm multitasking on the device and say I'm scrolling through it and playing some music and then I start typing on there, it will start to stutter a little bit. I don't know why. And that's with streaming and with, you know, playing music from my micro SD card or something. It's very annoying. If I unlock the device and swipe it, it'll stutter on the music and it's very, very annoying. I don't know if the MediaTek processor can handle that, you know, playing music and then multitasking on the phone, which is kind of stupid, but it's very annoying. I might do a factory reset to see if that fixes it. Let me get this cat off the table really quick before she fucks something up. You do get a headphone jack, Bluetooth 5.1 on here, so latest and greatest as far as Bluetooth quality goes. It works great. Even the Bluetooth stutters. Even if you plug in some headphones, it still stutters whenever you're doing some multitasking or something like that and playing music at the same time. I don't know if you guys have anything like that or experience anything like that, comment down below. Let me know how to fix it because it's very, very annoying. For the most part, audio is good, like I said, other than that streaming stuff. Cameras, you do get 3 cameras on the rear. The main sensor is going to be up here at the top, which is going to be your 48 megapixel main sensor. Really, really nice cameras. It would have been nice if it was a 64, but 48 is pretty good. And then you also get an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 5 megapixel depth sensor on there. On the front facing camera, you do get a 16 megapixel camera on the front. Both front and rear can record up to 4K 30 frames per second. So that's really nice. Camera and video quality on here is excellent, especially during the day. Really solid photos. Not the best like V60 quality, no 8K by the way, but they are really solid photos. It's only at nighttime is when photos seem to fall apart. For some reason, nighttime video and nighttime photos don't come out very good. It's something to do with the night view app. It sort of determines right here on the corner when it wants to use night view, depending on how much light is in the sensor or something. I don't want that. I just want to turn it on and shoot whenever I want. I don't want it to choose for me when to shoot. So a lot of photos do come out really dark depending on your lighting situation. And other stuff that it doesn't have is this does not have the ASMR and voice bokeh mode in the video section. Maybe it's due to the MediaTek processor, but it does not have that on here. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing this. For those ASMR and voice bokeh modes, it will not have it. Only the Snapdragon version will have it. But other than that, this has been a solid device. Little quirks here and there. I would have preferred the Snapdragon version of this, but it is what it is. And the Snapdragon does have a bigger battery, 4300 milliamp hour battery as opposed to 4000 milliamp hour battery on here. But it's a solid phone. $588 on T-Mobile. Really good deal, I guess, for what you're getting. I mean, there's phones out there that are plastic backs and they cost $600, but they do also might have better cameras on there, like the A71 5G. That has a better camera than the LG, in my opinion, but it does have a plastic back and it costs $600. The V60, I believe, is at $649. If you get the dual screen case, it's $699 on T-Mobile. So that takes a lot better pictures as well, but it doesn't look as pretty as this phone does. But keep that in mind. It also has a better processor. But as far as $588, I think that's a decent price. You can get better for a little bit higher, but it all depends on you guys. I'm liking the device a lot, other than its little quirks here and there. Would have preferred the Snapdragon version of this, but it is what it is. T-Mobile sells what they sell. It's very annoying. I wish they sold the regular version. That has been getting a little bit better reviews. I have not seen any reviews on the T-Mobile variant for some reason. Everybody's gotten their version from LG or from AT&T. None on the T-Mobile. Hopefully this is the first one. You guys could check that out, or check this out and enjoy this video. But yeah, excellent phone, excellent build quality. I'm really digging the design of this phone. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. This thing is just really nice to look at. Like, it's just beautiful. The Aurora Gray looks good too, but this white just looks so clean. Like, look at that. It's just really nice. Of course, it's got fingerprints. It doesn't show them as much on here, but just a really beautiful looking phone. Solid device, you know, excellent display. Performance has been pretty good. Cameras are pretty good. You know, they're not flagship quality, but they're good enough for social media and things like that. Other than that, oh, and it does also have stereo speakers. I forgot to leave that out in the audio. I forgot about that, guys. You do get stereo speakers. Speaker down here at the bottom, and then the earpiece acts as a secondary speaker, and they are pretty good. This one does not seem to get as loud as this one for some reason. It's very low, but you do have that option to turn on the 3D sound engine on here as well. But you do get stereo speakers. You do get a headphone jack. IP68 water and dust resistant, wireless charging, glass back, glass front, metal frame. Really beautiful phone. Excellent display. Like, this display is just absolutely gorgeous. Really nice looking display. So you get a lot for $588. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my thoughts of the LG Velvet T-Mobile variant. Keep that in mind. And other than that, it's been a great device. I've been using it for, like I said, 2 weeks already, and I have no issues other than the ones that I mentioned earlier, which are a bit annoying, but they're not really deal breakers. Yes, will I trade this in for the LG Wing? Maybe maybe, probably. I cannot wait for the LG Wing. Comment down below if you guys heard of the LG Wing and if you're excited about that. But may I trade this? Will I trade this in for that? Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned to my channel. We got some videos coming soon, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little notification bell for future notifications on this channel, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thumbs down if you didn't. That is quite all right. I don't care. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe, wear your mask, and wash your hands. Peace.